tell me your name and a little bit about your brand.
My name's Seb or Sebastian. We have a brand called Love Bub Co. It's a baby brand focusing on portable baby change mats.
And you said we. Are you doing this with your partner?
Yes. So my partner Daisy and I call myself the operations manager and she's like the head of socials. So she does a lot of content for us. So it's a we effort.
And how do you find doing it together?
It's good. Like if I was to do it by myself, I think I'd be struggling a lot more. A guy trying to sell a baby change mat product to mums, I don't know, might not do the best.
I mean, you never know.
It might do right, but it's a lot easier when we've got Daisy, my partner, who resonates with those type of people.
And when you came into eCom Capital, did you have a product?
I had no idea. I wanted to do a dog product because we got two little dogs, but it was just like, it wasn't right. And yeah, through eCom Capital, just randomly shifted to our baby products.
I'm guessing you have a baby.
We've got a 2.5-year-old and a 6-month-old.
Before you started with eCom Capital, what kind of work are you in?
Compliance in the general insurance sector. So sounds fun.
Just very different.
Very different. Not a lot of people do it.
So then what made you want to start your own e-commerce brand?
One word, freedom. I think that's what we all strive for. One of my biggest goals, and still is to date, is to make my partner Daisy a stay-at-home mum. So that's the biggest goal for us.
Before joining eCom Capital, was there any hesitations?
Yeah, I was very skeptical. Being a compliance person, it's always like you got to risk manage and risk assess. So it's always risky to take on a job like this or a task like this and put money into it and invest into it. And it's scary when you've got kids as well, like you're investing time and money. Is it going to work? Is it not going to work? It's always on your mind.
And then I guess what made you then take that leap with eCom Capital, especially being so kind of risk adverse?
The question I asked myself was, you always say right now, why didn't I do this 5 years ago? So it's like, me in 5 years, am I going to look back and go, why did I not join 5 years ago? So it's always going, what are you thinking now? And will you still think that in the future? So trying to avoid that question.
And then what milestones have you been able to hit with your brand?
There's a few. We did 10K revenue in 76 days. And just recently we've sold to every state and territory in Australia. So we've covered all of Australia on the map. So that's a big achievement for
I
us.
love that. And it's also just like, oh my God, this person that you don't even know buying from this state. It's just, yeah, it feels really cool.
It's cool. And especially when you see orders come through and it's from like the same area. So people might be talking about our brand. So it's really cool.
You should call them and ask.
I should. I definitely should.
Have you called any customers?
I've sent out an email to say, hey, happy to chat. 1 or 2 emails coming back saying, don't really want to chat, but here's a nice email back. So
Then honestly, if you were to call them.
actually I have called a customer.
Yeah?
They put in an order and we're doing a new offer, and they put in an order like the day before we did a new offer. And I called them. I said, hey, we're doing a new offer tomorrow. Do you want this included in your order? And they were so appreciative. And yeah, so it was good to speak.
And what would you say to someone that's sitting on the fence? I know a lot of people, they think about starting their own brands for years. What would you say to those people that are sitting on the fence and they're like, I'm just not ready yet?
Same question I asked myself. Would you in 5 years be questioning why you didn't do this earlier? Are you questioning yourself, why didn't you do it 5 years earlier? Do you know how to set up a brand? You probably don't. I didn't. I knew that eCom Capital did. So that's why I joined.
Well, perfect into my next question, because I was going to say, what has eCom Capital really helped you with that's a standout to you?
I think it's setting up correctly. I think old me would have been like, I can find the supplier. That's easy. I can find this product. It should work. But it was how do you know this product's going to work and how are you going to get this product in your hands and then ultimately into a customer's hands? That was the biggest hurdle, and eCom Capital have helped there.
It seems like such a scary hurdle as well when you're first starting. You're like, how do I even talk to a supplier? Like, what does that even actually look like? Then when you start doing it, you're like, once you do it in bite size, it's not as hard as it seems.
No, it's not. And having those coaches tell you about different products and what you need in a product, I always just thought I can find a product, whack a brand on it, it'll be fine. It's like, no, you've got to solve that problem. And that was something that's always like the light bulb moment. Just go, problem. Like, why do I buy things?
True. We don't think about it.
No.
We really don't. We just day to day, we just buy things. And that's probably why you pivoted to baby products over your dog product.
Yeah. And it also was like, didn't think about it. But at the time when I was doing the product research, it's like, what are people always going to have in the future as kids?
So why did you end up going with eCom Capital?
It was one of your own clients. I could see how successful they were. And then I reached out to that person because I knew them. And through speaking to him, he said, I went through these guys. These guys are great. And it's like, as soon as you know someone's gone through something, you've got that social proof, I suppose you call it. That's when I was like, okay, these guys are the thing. They're legit.